So I I ordered some groceries and stuff. Um, I did it last night, but I guess they're gonna come early this morning. I actually been up all night. I ain't got no sleep. Probably won't go to sleep until after the groceries come. Hopefully they bring them soon, and all that good stuff. My boys are still asleep, so I'm trying to talk low. Like I literally been up all night, and it's 7:03 a.m. Um, been handling some business, so to speak. I got access to something that I had been wanting access to, and I'm doing some research, catching up on some studies. Well, I need to turn my heated blanket on. It's just a little bit chilly, just a little bit. Plus, it's gonna be chilly this weekend anyway. More than chilly, probably snow, possibly snow. So I told the boys that we will do inclement weather activities if that's the case or whatever. Because when it's snowing, baby, it's my birthday month. I like the snow, and I don't know. I feel like I got a respect for the snow. So I just want to relax and thinking about a time when I was snowed in back like, oh gosh, was it 4 or 5 years ago? It might have been more now at this point. It just seems like yesterday to me, but because I haven't been engaged in all types of, in some, not all types of, but in some stuff that I wanted to be engaged in. Um, so seems like yesterday. Plus, I got the receipts, the emails, all that or whatever. But I was communicating with my boy's dad, and I don't know. It had to been 2017. So yeah, but and the kids would be at school, and I would go sleep in my daughter's room in her bed. Um, and my baby son, he would be watching Alvin and the Chipmunks or Good Burger or something like that, and just he would be quiet as long as he had his food. Hold on, let me see. That was 2000. If it was 2017, he would have been like almost two, around there, one and some change, and he was a good baby. Still is a good little boy. Um, so yeah, so I was just thinking about again, just like how the chick that the boys that had been with, just in one moment told me, because I was like, who do you think you are? And she was like, I'm his wife. And then the next thing she said, the next breath, it was, you want me to send him back? What? How are you his wife and you want to send somebody back? Like, I mean, of course that lets me know you're playing games or whatever, but I've been knew you was playing games. But, you know, I guess it'll take him a while to see it or whatever. I don't know. And he played so many games with me, and of course, you know what I'm saying, the one who gave birth to me, she kept telling him don't play games. But he did, but anyway. And he continued to. And so, yeah, I was actually kind of sort of on what he mentioned to me when we got involved. I was on that before I got involved with him, and like, it literally really didn't cross over to him at all. Like, I wasn't doing it when I was with him. Um, he told me that when it's all said and done, I was gonna be with my daughter's dad. Like, I don't even want to say that out loud because, baby, I feel like and believe that is so far from the truth. Um, yeah, I mean, just the way we started out, we was young, it was stupid and all types of other stuff, but it had some significant parts or whatever. But and then furthermore, it's like you you can't. make me go be with him. What are you talking about? I mean, because they know that I value keeping it all in the family. Like, I don't want to be bed hopping and all this or whatever and having children in different households and stuff. But at this point, baby, I'm grown. Nah, I'm not gonna say it like that. But yeah, that just I don't know. That would still irk me. Oh yeah, and because too today's the 14th, and this is when I guess his mom's mom died. I think this is the day. Unless it happened the day before, but and like I mentioned the other day, he was telling me he was on his way or whatever. Not this year. Ooh, don't be a groupie. Keep it moving. You don't know. But yeah, he was telling me he was on his way, and he never came. So you know, I mean, I can laugh now. And laugh through the pain because it's not painful like it was, of course, then when it first happened. But that was like upsetting. Like I was distraught. Like what? Wait, what? And I didn't find out his grandma died until like 5 days later or whatever. But I'm like, okay. But oh Lord have mercy. Like I said, I can't do nothing with the both with the dude because once you betray me like that, and once you it's just no way. Because I look around and I see guys at least appearing to value their female, at least in her face. And granted, I don't just want no dude just gonna make me think in my face that he wants me, but then be to everybody else, saying something different or whatever. But I don't want no confusion either. But yeah, mm, I'm just like, nah, I can't do it. So yeah, but I remember him linking up with me, and he acknowledged my grandma. He was like, "Hey, grandma," or whatever. My grandma, she ain't like that too much. She was like, and for whatever reason, she didn't really go into details and depth on why. But she was like, she didn't take too well to that. Of course, she's passed on now, but his mom and his grandma passed on and stuff like that. And I remember when he did take me around his mom's mom. It was in 2014, yeah, going into 2015, because it was before we had our other son. So she definitely didn't never get to meet him, be around him. Thank God. But when I met her, she didn't come off as a mean lady at all, but she just came off as a more serious lady, and pretty much she had this similar look in her eye, like they all be having, like a deer caught in headlights. Like, dang, I'm caught. You know what I'm saying? My lives done caught up to me, this, that, and the third. Now I can read it a little better. Like, yeah, my lives done caught up. Dang. I don't know if they feel like they can't run no more, whatever, whatever. But, so anyway, with that said, I want to take heed and, like, I don't want to go that route. But, life be trying to trip you up, especially these folks. But, talked to her and I was telling her, I was like, yeah. He got some devious stuff with him. He seemed like he was a devious little boy or whatever. And she was just looking, like I'm saying, like that deer in the head. Like, I was like, And then she was like, yeah, well, you're welcome back anytime, anytime. And I guess that was a lie, or either he just didn't want me to come back or something like that. Because after that, I never went back around her. And then that was 2014. She died, 2019. So that was, 5 years later, and we still never got a chance. But he had been the type of dude that will take um, take different females around his people or whatever. And I was like, so you got to take all these females around them to try to get your people to fill them out or whatever. And you need to wisen up on that and stop doing that, as well as just like, yeah, get some some balls about yourself. I mean, he got big. No, I'm just playing. Got big balls. Baby, I done came across this Soldier Boy. Oh my goodness. Like, wait, what? What you got going on? Soldier Boy tried to say the best for last. He like, oh no, I ain't going out like this. Whatever's going on with him, because Big Draco. And I do mean Big Draco. No. So anyway, um, yeah, that almost got me distracted for real, for real. So yeah, as far as these, grandmas and all that, and then I had a dream where my grandma was like, I gotta stop her. I gotta die in order to stop a rapist and a robber. So, wonder if that's just stopping their behavior or just stopping them altogether. Of course, from tampering with me or, what I'm saying, something regarding, but I can, pretty much distinguish between who's the rapist, who's the robber. Sometimes both of them seem like both, but well, one of them seemed like definitely both. One of them mentioned robbery, and the other one got robbed, got beat up and robbed, and then yeah, the other one is of course rapist. I don't want to say to the fullest and then the full. I don't know, but definitely rape tendencies, rape culture, whatever, whatever. But I thank God for it. But at this point, it's like, well, if that rapist and a robber and get you, there's some other bad guys up out here, and you know, I don't, want no bad guy or whatever. I feel like they try to put me in a position to choose something crazy or whatever, but I don't know. Trust in the Lord, wait on the Lord. I do know and believe that and agree with that. I just don't know how after you've done been through the ringer with a few people, how you attain better. Um, I was told, once a woman has two baby daddies and all that, she's definitely damaged goods. Two baby daddies or more, and I'm just sitting here like, wow. And so that's my thing. I don't know how many baby daddies that girl got, but like, how in the world, you say that about me or to me, and then you go somewhere where somebody, I guess potentially got multiple relations. Maybe she got less than that, but I don't know. This a lot of times I feel like he was just saying stuff to like try to convince me and try to sucker me and try to, of course, make himself feel less guilty for whatever he was gonna go out here and do. I really don't want to be talking about this at no 7 in the morning, but that's what's on my mind, and especially I guess it's cause I mean I was that close to him and wanting to know him and stuff like that to where I know that it's today is his grandma died. I'm not laughing at him, but I'm just the fact that his mama died, his his brother died, then his grandma died the next year, and then also so-called stepdad, and also said a cousin. Somebody got on his Facebook page and they was like, "Oh my gosh, this is such significant loss." And honestly, not that the people that were lost were that important. I'm not downplaying or nothing like that. But in God's eyes, respect their person. So you sitting around doing that, putting them up high and stuff. And then he was posting all on Facebook about how something about his grandma said he was getting his breakthrough and all this. And that's the part that bothers me. He's like, now wait, now how you getting a breakthrough and I'm over here? I definitely felt like that. And that's again, honestly, that could have, he probably got it and don't realize it, or either he got it and it might be like on hold, or I don't know. He might have got it and experienced it, but, um, mm, I just feel like, forced to them being removed from his life, and detached and stuff like, well, should be detached. He could have still held on. Um, yeah, because honestly, I tried to look at a video of his mom when she was, still alive. Of course, she was dead in real life, but on his page, I was trying to look at the video and I got convicted, like almost disturbingly convicted, and like, that's a bad thing to do. It's a terrible thing because she was walking around. They was like honoring her and stuff like that, and it was just, to me, it's crazy because it's like, if that lady's ever gonna get some rest, y'all better go ahead and let her rest because she wreaked havoc. She was raising hell in this life. Like, let her rest, honey. But I don't know what she's gonna rest in and how. But I guess that's keeping her active, still keeping her busy on the other side by all that other stuff going on, whatever. And eventually I just got off his page or whatever because I definitely didn't want to see him posting nothing regarding the female. And that's the other thing that was on my mind. Like, I was looking at somebody who's got babies with two different women at least. I don't know if anymore, but two different women. And the kids, of course, look similar. I mean, and I'm a product of that as well, but I came first. So, naturally anyway. Um, the kids looks look similar and stuff like that. And seemingly, it seemed like my so-called mom embraced, my other siblings and let them come over, stay this and the third and all that. Of course, she was learning and had moved on and all that stuff, and moved on double time with that. So, because she didn't have another baby daddy and all that, whatever. But me, I'm just like, man. I don't dare. It's not possible that there's another like my sons out here. Like, even the fact that they sisters somewhat look like them is like, ugh, that's kind of scary to me. Contrary, I'm not trying to even rhyme, but contrary as well. But yeah, um, and I mean, I already seen a picture and stuff as far as another little boy looking like my son, and this wasn't the girl's son, but it was just another little boy. And I was like, wait a minute. So I'm just like, and it's looking like my older son, whatever. But ooh, like, honey, that means you trying to get it. I'm telling you, that means somebody playing doing some trickery for real, trying to get so close to looking like my kids, and I don't like stuff like that, and I don't appreciate that. You know, it's just treachery, and just the fact that, again, that I wouldn't like it from the female what she did and tried to do or whatever, but I don't like the fact that he allowed it and just wasn't wise enough to stop that. But again, if he had peace, that that's what was supposed to happen, I can't uh go against his peace or anything. I can just say that I don't like it and leave it at that. But yeah, I don't appreciate that. I definitely don't want to dwell on that. I don't even want to think about it, and I don't even want that to be the case at all. But I really don't feel like it was my imagination because I didn't imagine the picture of the little boy and stuff like that. But it could have been something trying to manifest or whatever the case may be. Tell me with him, honey, something he said before. He was like, I don't play with children or whatever. Okay, it's something as far as kids come up missing and all type of stuff when dealing with him, honey. My daughter was moved out of my house at this point because he made a phone call and ain't been back. Another girl, lost her child, um, via manslaughter and stuff like that, being involved with him. I don't know how it would or could manifest in his life because, what I'm saying, my boys, of course, are here. I'm thankful. And, Last I knew, his daughters was, even when the girl got in the accident, his daughter just had a scratch or whatever. And he told me before, he was saying something to me about, imagine how he would have acted if our son would have gotten killed or got, something happened to him when back in the day when he was like, they claimed he was getting in the street and stuff like that. And I'm just like, he was 1 or 2 years old and we needed help here. He was absent. And he told me, he was like, imagine how I would have acted if. And I'm like, what? And for one, he's really literally speaking about acting, but he becomes his character or whatever. So I wasn't trying to find out, and I didn't even really take that as a threat or anything or like intimidating. But I really think he really did try to mean it in an intimidating type of way. He's definitely manipulative, and he will, try to make it seem as if he was gonna respond in a crazy way. But he also, on the other hand, he could respond in a crazy. He could very well be, into that character enough that, yeah, I'm gonna cut the damn food or beyond. Like, I really brushed it off. Like, a lot of stuff that he said, I brushed it off. And it's like, God gave me the peace to just be like, you ain't got to take him serious. But when it was time to take him serious, I just, I'm trying to remember when, but it got to the point where you lied so much and you played so many games that when you was really serious or like onto something, I couldn't really, I couldn't really give with you, rock with you like that. So, but yeah, I didn't see that picture and it's like, oh Lord, that would be tough or whatever. And I asked my boys, how they would feel if, and I asked them if they want to meet the person or whatever. And my oldest son said he probably would want to meet him, and I was left it at that. But just the fact that we live in a world that men are allowed to do that. I ain't saying that God approves of it. I'm just saying that they've been allowed to go out here and just sow they oats and spread them seeds. Like what the Braxton mom say, lay it low and spread it wide. And yeah. So I don't know. That caused a lot of pain, distraught, and I mean to me chaos. But some females like when I'm telling you, when I see my girl, she was like, I'm the typical baby mama. I'm like, girl, you really done deemed yourself that? And I won't even say she got low self esteem. She doesn't seem like she got low self esteem. She seems confident, but she just said that about herself. And I'm like, wow, honey, I still don't want to admit that to this day. Um, but then I was thinking about the female or females that my daughter's dad was dealing with and all that, and I'm just like, my goodness. It's not that he really needed to be by himself. I feel like he really did need to be with somebody, but his mom kept being so meddlesome and so into it and trying to make sure she chooses or whatever that ultimately I feel like it'll backfire. But I don't know. I don't be wrapped up in his life. It's just, my boys, of course, they're still near and dear to me. They in the household and stuff like that. But even, regardless, I'm going to always still want somebody around them that's going to respect me. And, you already, you trying to act like, oh, I'm just coming to you as a woman, but you really got other intentions and stuff like that and other motives. And it's like, mm-mm. And at first, I definitely had a dream about it, but it seemed that it started off as like just games being played, and we just gonna trick her and this, that, and the third, and whether it was get her in feelings, but no, that thing became, like I said, he be trying to be becoming his character. So maybe the girl is similar to, like, no, I'm gonna just, this is who I really am gonna be, even though it might have started off as a game or whatever. So, you know what? When stuff like that going on, I get away, baby. I'm a whole tail because that's definitely not my type of party. Because when or if that thing blow up, baby, you leave that alone. Me personally. But, That's what I say. You know, my grandma's death, it don't seem like it was in the, I mean, you know, as far as I'm concerned, she told me, and evidently his grandma told him something before she was to die or whatever, that he was getting a breakthrough. So, you know, I don't like stuff that's done in vain. But for him, I don't know. But anyway, this is that day. But as always for me, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. So that's where I'm at with it. Um, I'm just trying to get these groceries up in here because I needed some pliers. I needed pliers. I want some pliers, and I need a wrench, a socket, adjustable wrench, so I can make sure that we're not cold in here this weekend. And I got me some more fruit, but hopefully the power don't go out. And yeah, all that good stuff. I've literally been up all night. I'm not even really tired like that, but I know I'm gonna knock out when I do. Tell my children, hey, y'all better relax and not be making all that noise. And yeah, that's what it is. But thought I'd speak on that. And again, yeah, I am disappointed that these men, and it's not just black men, it's white men, it's, you know, many of them go around just making babies with different females. And one thing about it, I used to be cool with this Somalian girl. Her daddy, you know, seemed to have had all his kids, 8 kids, with the same woman. Now that's how you build a nation when it comes, you know what I'm saying? What I believe. And all of them was staying in the same house up until, you know, recently. I think one of them is locked up or whatever for a long time. But yeah, but we over here all, you know, poking and prodding everybody and be mixing and matching. And yeah, pretty much that makes it seem like you all one big family, because somewhere, some way, somebody's kids connected. I was just always use the example where Sierra's son in the future is also Bow Wow's baby mama's son's with Future's brother and all that. And so, you know, we're connecting. And I don't know, I still don't like the thought or idea of it. It's one thing maybe we supposed to be cool in a different type of way, or connected in a different type of way, not because my child is your sibling. So I don't know. I strongly feel like that, and that's my strong feelings and beliefs. And you know, I haven't been swayed, but they really out here trying to make sure that they sway me to. Nope, it ain't supposed to be like that. You ain't got no choice, and that's how I'm starting to feel. But I'm gonna just hold on to God and trust Him. But in the meantime, I ain't even gonna front though. I don't want them though. Like, I don't want them to go on about their business. I do, you know, it's wonderful that my daughter's dad get his life together and this, that, and the third. I've always wanted that for him, and especially when my daughter got baptized and stuff like that. He didn't come, but his meddlesome mama came. But which I invited her. But I would have preferred him to come over her. But yeah, I want him to get his, you know what I'm saying? At one point in time, I wanted him to get his life together. At this point in time, I just feel like I told him he wasn't invited. Not by me. I said, oop, that might be my food. Hold on. Uh, my groceries. Come on now. That's how I feel. And then, but they did shake hands. I ain't gonna lie about that part. And deny and be in denial. They shook hands a couple years back. So yeah, they shook hands a couple years back or whatever, right here at this location. Then of course, the year before, because now last year is gone, her dad stepped in my household. Didn't care for that. Didn't like it. But they tried to like kind of move me out the way so that can happen. Don't care for that either. Don't appreciate it. And again, by him trying to move me out the way, he utilized somebody else to help him to do that. So it was just a whole bunch of madness. And I told him that I been told him I don't want no parts of that. I don't know what you got going on, but I don't want to. I said whatever it is, if it's crazy, I don't want no parts. Y'all go ahead and go somewhere with that. Yeah, it's about to get cold out here because it's frost and all that. But I guess he proceeded to try to include me, and I'm like, again, backfire because I don't like that. And then for you to feel like I haven't already been through stuff because you're sitting around people that's trying to tell you certain stuff, and you just feel like, oh, she ain't been through enough. She ain't okay. I went through more than enough just dealing with him alone. But not to mention the things with my daughter's dad, and then what I brought on, some things that I brought on myself, and what I've seen and experienced beforehand. I guess they thought I didn't, because they can look at where you at today and they be feeling like no, or even where you. It was just crazy. So okay, I guess I'll show you better than I tell you, because I'm not finna be doing all that. But yeah, anyway. As far as him regarding what he may feel regarding his grandma, I guess she been dead, what, 2021? About, is this, yeah, the third year? And I'm just still sitting here like, wow, like we literally haven't been together for definitely more than around 3 year mark or whatever now. Like, I never imagined, and I've seen it happen in other people's lives. They say God seen what you're doing for others, but no, seeing what the enemy seem to have wreaked havoc regarding others, and I feel like, hey, this will try to show up in my life too, and I don't like it. But I guess he had to do what he had to do, and at this point, yeah, I be following the leader, baby, on some stuff. Joe Byron, take me out to dinner, baby. No, but yeah, I'm about to play follow the leader in this case right here. On everything else, when he said something stupid, I'd be like, nah. But now I'm like, oh, okay. It's not even a two can play that game, 'cause I'm not playing no games. When I'm doing it, it's going to be the real thing. It's not gonna be fake. I don't do that, what y'all be out here doing. But I'm gone, 'cause my groceries, I gotta pay attention.